Hello, my name is Jonathan.
My name is Olivia.
Hello, my name is Ron.
I am a United Methodist and a child of God.
I join with United Methodist in the Desert Southwest Conference in remembering the vows spoken when my life was dedicated to Jesus Christ during my baptism.
I renounce the spiritual forces of wickedness,
Reject the evil powers of this world,
and repent for my part in supporting systems of racism and oppression.
I accept the freedom and power God gives me to resist evil,
injustice,
and oppression in whatever forms they present themselves.
I recognize that all persons are children of God and are created in the image of God.
I pledge to continue my life in this covenant until all persons are treated with equality and justice prevails.
What you just heard was a statement from our representative to annual conference. Our bishop this past annual conference asked that we would join with him across this entire conference in making a statement against systemic racism and reminding us each of our baptism. I would like to encourage you as an individual member of Mountain View or any other United Methodist Church to do the same. If you're in another conference, change out Desert Southwest Conference for whatever conference you're in. If you're in another church and not Methodist, take out Methodist. I invite you to join with us. I would be remiss, however, in that invitation, to not remind you that all of us are responsible for the issues of systemic justice in our lives. That responsibility, while we may be easy to say these words, are in reality very hard to deal with. Issues of systemic racism start at home. They start in our daily interactions. And in order to stand up against them, it calls for each and every one of us to be intentional everywhere in our lives of how we treat others and how we see others being treated. I want to encourage you to learn more about systemic racism. I will do my best to include a list of resources in the description of this video. Different books that have been recommended to me, some of which I have read, some I have not, but they come from trusted sources close to me. We have to begin the work against systemic racism in our own families, in our own churches, and even within this conference. Quite often the problem with systemic racism issues is we can go, I'm not racist, and fail to see what is happening right in front of us. Remember your vows. And I encourage you, at this time and in this place, to be the disciple of Christ that God has called you to be.